Hello everyone and welcome back to Age of Empires gameplay video. Today I'm gonna show you the gameplay of me where I'm playing as CELTS versus the hardest enemy. So finally I've been working on my game and I have improved quite a lot since last time, and then now I'm able to defeat the hardest AI finally. So let's see the gameplay. Let's begin now. So let's do it all visible and let's see the enemy. So the enemy is Britons. So I'm playing Celts against the hardest Britons. So the normal, so this is a kind of nomad game, nomad match. So just now I'm building a TC, and as you can imagine, it's nearby the wood. It would be good to make it nearby the bushes, the forest berries, but I preferred it to make it nearby the woodland, so I can get more wood easily. So as you can see, maybe that's the more correct way to do it, to make TC near the forest bushes. But in this game I experimented and tried to make it nearby the woodland, and you will see how it goes. So everything normal stuff going on, exploration going on, and then creation of villagers continues. So I will let you see the quick view log, so what I was doing, so you could see. And let's make it fog of war. So luring in the boars, bringing in ships as usual. So at this point mostly the food source is from the animals for me. And slowly I will shift towards the forest berries. And I've decided to be a little bit more aggressive, and I've made a barracks now. And I'll be creating militia shortly. So as you can see, this is the level of exploration I have done till now, and currently the score is very close between AI and myself. I'll make it all visible for you guys. So looks like I have done pretty well comparing with the AI. So this is how I'm planning to play the game, and I'll be playing a little bit more aggressive, and I'm luring in the boar, another second boar towards my TC. And here comes the boar, and the villagers are hunting. and that's another food source. So right now I've only got 3 wheels on my forest berries. So here's the scout horse from the enemy, the Britons, which is a AI by the way. So guys, this is how the hardest AI, the updated one, play the game. So at first I struggled quite a bit against playing against the hardest AI, as it would always rush me down and kill me before I was even in castle. So now, after lots of practice, I finally level up my game, and I've been playing with the hardest AI with ease now. So I'm going forward. Here's my scout horse. It's leading the way. If you see the fog of war, so the scout horse is leading the way and the militias are following. Easy kill. Unlucky woman. So at this point I do not have any idea about the position of an AI. Now I'm looking for any villagers like this one. So I'll try to do as much damage as I can to the AI so that I can get some time for me. And you can see here I'm using my scout horse as well as a way to block the villagers' path. So it worked pretty well. You can see here I'm blocking the way of this weak villagers, and he's dead now. I'll be blocking the way of this woman, and then the lady villager will be dead pretty soon. So by using my scout horse I'm trying to isolate any vills I can, but this is a new trick I've been working on, and still a long way to go to master it, but I think it's pretty much useful, and I have seen pro players doing this all the time with their scouts. So back in the base, I've run out of all the animals, and now I'm shifting towards the forest berries. And here I'm trying to do as much damage as I can with 4 of my militias. And the 2 of them are low on HP. And luckily I didn't lose this one, this militia, from the fire from the town center. So at this point there's not much I can do, because as soon as I start attacking, all the vills will come to rush down my militia. So I'm trying to micro my weak militias out of the fight. I'm trying to disturb the AI as much as I can, but now there's very less that I can do. So the vills have 3 attack, whereas my militia has 4, and the life HP is 40 equal in vills and the militia. So I think at this point, so as you can see, the low HP militias, only 2 I've got, so I've decided to finally retreat back to my town, and everything's going well here. I've got 14 lumberjacks, few vills on the gold and few on the stone. So now I'm moving forward with 4 of my full HP vills and making some forward unit producing buildings, and the idea here is to make towers, so to do tower rush. So at this point I'm doing just enough to sustain my attack so that I can produce the archers and I can build towers. So at this point, with this much villagers invested in different resources, it will be stable enough, my eco will be stable enough for me to build towers and continue building the archers from archer range, and you will see. So let's go back to all visible. So I've done pretty good damage here, and the enemy could not expand and develop as much it would do if I had not rushed.
Ready.
So now, I'm trying to take control of this ground, but it's gonna be hard for me. The AI is not gonna give it up easily, and you will see that as the game goes on. So what I'm trying to do now, I've seen this goal, and I thought if I'd be able to tower here and deny this gold to the AI. I did few quick walls, and then but the range unit, the skirms, denied me from building, and finally I will decide to abandon this, and quickly I'll have to come up with another plan to push the enemy. So this time I'm producing archers here, and the AI is, I kept the AI quite busy with all these half-built buildings. So here I garrison my wheels, and then now I decided to make a blacksmith for fetching. I tried to keep my wheel production constant so that I do not get any idle time on my TC. And here I got popcapped. I think I was busy here, so I could not build the house as soon as possible. So here I'll be making another tower. As you can see here, it's all surrounded by the AI. So here my archers, I brought my archers forward to provide cover for my wheels so that the AI cannot rush my wheels. So the tower is complete, it's more safe now, and I will be trying to hold this ground now, because I have already failed to gain a foothold on this ground. And I'm making buildings on the front edge of my tower so that any units has to come around the houses in order to attack my tower. So it will give quite a few time for my towers and my archers to do as much damage or to kill the attacking units. You can see here my low HP militias, which are now in quite good condition. It's becoming handy for me now here. So the tower has been garrisoned, and you can see here I've got extra 4 attack. The AI is doing pretty well because you can see it's pretty close in the score. My archers can't do much about the skirms, so I'm trying to save my archers, and of course I do not want to lose wheels. So This thing continues for a while. Let's go back to my town. So slowly I'm expanding my eco. I'm investing on gold, and the investment on the stone is only 3 wheels still. So I'll put it on the view lock so you can see what exactly I was doing at the time. So keep enjoying the game. I'll be back quickly. Hello guys, sorry for that. I had few things to be done. So I hope you are with me still. So as you can see here, I'm producing scouts. 6 scouts here. Let's turn off the view lock and so that I can show you around. So I've got 6 scouts to raid them. Not 6 anymore, that's 5 scouts. And these are to raid the AI wheels wherever possible. And then I've got archers production going on. I have archers garrisoned in my tower, wheels garrisoned. So I decided to send my low HP scout to explore the area, and reminder of my scouts, I'm just trying to keep them busy and alive. So at this point things were pretty stable. As you can see, I've got 3 towers here, so if anything goes wrong, I'll be coming back towards the safe areas where I will be supported by the tower fires as well. The AI has gone up to the castle edge, and at this point I've yet not clicked up, as I have been busy investing all my resources on the army. So you can see here the AI is continuously producing the units and sending it forward to do as much damage as it can. And here my towers have denied this gold, this stone from the AI. I think the AI has already finished this gold as well. So it has got the gold. The AI just wants to take the forward gold, and that's very AI thing to do. So few more scouts lining up. I'm trying to get some win kills here. So if you see here, I've got 8 range unit and 9 cavs, and the AI has got only 3 infantries right now. So you can see the military counts there. And now I'm trying to contain all the villagers within this area. So what I'm trying to do is not let any of the villagers to come forward and take any of the resources. These spearmen have been creating quite a problem for my scout cavalries. So finally I have clicked up, and what I'm going to do next is lose all my scout cavalries. Obviously that was not the plan. So what's going to happen next is I'm going to bring forward some of my fields. I actually forgot from where, but I'm going to bring them forward and build a castle in this area. So that's how I usually do it, but that should be the case for this game as well. So as you can see here, the AI has been trying hard to expand its town and exploit any resources. And this castle position here is very AI thing. Any human opponent would be making a castle somewhere here. So here you can see the tower. The benefit of having towers. So any military units from the enemy AI coming towards my builds is being killed by the towers and the archers again. So I'm keeping my scout cavalry busy just to damage this stable. The plan was to build a tower, but here you can see if I wrong, not the tower, the castle. So if I had a castle here, so it would not be able to range most of the units or the buildings from the AI. So I cancelled that plan and I went with the tower here. So what I'm thinking at this point is to make a castle in such a position so that it can do maximum damage to the AI. So now I've upgraded my archers to crossbowmen, and I'm doing the research. I should have already got fletching and the padded armor for the archers by now. So here comes the wheels. So these wheels are here, coming here to build a castle, to help these 3 villagers to make castle. So I've garrisoned my crossbowmen in the tower so that the tower can do much damage. And then look here, you see here, I've just ungarrisoned them in this area so that the crossbowmen can provide cover to the villagers building castle. So you see, anything disturbing my builders is being I'm gonna hit them with my crossbowman. And I've got support from the tower as well. And now that my scout cavalries have already destroyed the stable, they will be handy as well. They are on standby for me. So at this point I have 14 crossbows, which was just enough for me to hold the ground until the castle was finished. So here you can see, now that I have the castle here, I'm the one who is dominating all this ground, and the AI has to abandon all these farms and its initial TC location. So at this point I have garrisoned all my crossbowmen inside the castle, as you can see here. So for that I've got 11, 22, so the total is 22, 33. So right now the arrows from my castle is doing 33 damage. Let's see how it works. Yeah, you can see it has, the skunks at 30 HP, and then it didn't survive one shot from my castle. So as you can see for this scrum as well. So I'm producing the unique unit for CELTS, that is water raiders, in my castle, which is one of my favorite units in the game. So back in my town I've got only two TCs now, and I made a monastery so that I can collect this relic. So as you have seen from the beginning of the game, so the trick is to try to achieve more with less resources. So not only invest all the villagers on the resources, but use the resources and make some military so that you can take control of the game and you can dictate the pace of the game. And here comes the GG from AI. Let's go back to the map. So if you see here, this TC was definitely gonna go down. All these wheels are exposed. Everything here is useless, pretty much useless now. My castle will be covering all this area, so one by one it's gonna shoot down all the buildings and anything that comes closer within the range of the castle. And here was another TC by the AI, but that was exposed, and all its resources were locked down in this area. You can see here the big pile of gold here, 1 2 3 4 tiles gold, all the stones here, so it has got nothing out here. So it's sending its villager to this neutral gold here. So whereas if you see in my town, so I'm taking gold from here, I've got two more options to take gold from, and then I've got quite a good number of wood blocks on my side, and I'm taking stone from here. I've got this as an option. So let's see so yeah guys, this is it. So what I was planning to do is make a siege workshop and then maybe a ram or an onager or mangonel to hit these houses and any buildings. But however, the castle was enough to get a GG from the hardest AI. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this game, and I'll be uploading some more videos now that I have walked my way up to the hardest level. So I'll be walking further to try to defeat the extreme AI. So till now I've not been able to play and defeat against the extreme AI, but we'll get there some point, because I started from moderate and now I am in the hardest, so just one step ahead. And maybe then I will be uploading some multiplayer gameplays as well. And right now, honestly, there's not much games that I have won in multiplayer gameplays, but slowly the game is getting better. There's a lot of improvement, and finally someday I'll be able to win some multiplayer games, and you will definitely know about those games as I'll be uploading them in my channel. So once again guys, let me remind you, so this is all about supporting the Age of Empires and giving it all the credit and support that this game deserves. So for many of us, many gamers like me, this is the best game made ever. This is the best strategy game, and this, it is pretty simple but complicated at the same time, and it's never dumb. So it's not that it never gets boring when you play. So there are various ways to play this game, and the same game can take different turns depending on the way you play it or your strategy. So guys, till now, thank you for your support, and I'll be hoping for to get more support from you, and so that we can together we can develop this community, and together we can reach out to a lot of more people, especially the gamers who like Age of Empires. So that's it for today. Thank you very much guys, and be safe and keep supporting. Thank you very much. See you in another video. So just quick look on the stats. So I've got 195 kills and I've lost 23 units. So I've got 6 buildings. Building lost 2. Largest army 53. Stone collected 2078. Obviously I had to build a lot of castle and tower. So that's it guys. Thank you very much. Be safe. See you in another video.